The power of silence. 12 reasons silent people are successful. We are sometimes quick to dismiss silent people and forget they exist. This is because we equate silence with weakness. That is not always the case, though. The saying that a silent river runs deep is also applicable to people. Next time you encounter someone who stays quiet and only talks when absolutely necessary, notice how that person acts and how other people perceive his actions. Extroverted people may be more memorable in the beginning, but quiet, introverted individuals create a more lasting impression. Hello, friend. Welcome to Top Wisdom. This time we will explore the reasons why silent people tend to be more successful. When you're done subscribing to our channel, we'll begin with the countdown. Ready? Let's go. 1. They plan ahead. You don't know what's going on inside that head of theirs. Quiet people sometimes stay quiet because they're occupied with strategizing 2 steps ahead of everybody. They tend to stay silent because they don't want any surprises. That's why they plan ahead. So while everybody else is busy worrying about the present, these silent types are already figuring out the future. They think more diversely and imagine multiple plausible scenarios and plan for those. This requires a lot of thinking and a lot less more talking. 2. More observant. Silent people by nature don't talk a lot. They observe first before involving themselves in the conversation. This is because they want to know first what everyone else thinks, then they formulate what their response would be. Since they observe more, they pick up on subtle hints and clues that most people would miss, allowing them to come to more thoughtful conclusions and more accurate solutions. They're more in tune with their surroundings and the people around them. The more you talk, the less you think and observe. If you stay quiet for a few minutes, you pick up on more stuff than those who talk more. You learn more when you listen and observe. 3. They add value to the conversation. Since they stay quiet for most times, when they do speak up, everyone listens. We listen because more often than not, what they say is valuable to the conversation. When you remain quiet, you think more deeply about things, and that gives you the chance to come up with more insightful ideas that are unique and more well thought out. You don't feel the need to fill every silent moment with needless chatter. So when you do speak, it's thoughtful and more beneficial to the conversation than just mindless noise. 4. Think before they speak. Staying silent gives you more time to think about certain situations and how you would react to them. This sometimes gives you the advantage of thinking more clearly and remaining objective during high-pressure situations. When you do speak up, your thoughts are more deliberate and meaningful. Plus, they're usually solutions that no one thought of. Thinking before speaking allows you to look at the situation at hand and look at them more logically. If you think before saying yes to a spontaneous plan over the weekend, you will avoid spending too much time and resources over drinks, and you can enjoy your time more wisely by relaxing or doing an enjoyable hobby, even catching up with some work so you don't cram over the weekday. Sometimes, think twice before saying yes and regretting it a few moments later. 5. Mean what they say. When quiet people do speak, it's rare. When they speak, they mean every single word that comes out of their mouth. This is because they put a lot of value to their words, so you can be sure that every word carries a lot of weight for them. They do not fake sincerity. You can be assured that everything they say, they mean it with their whole heart. 6. Direct and succinct. Some people talk for a while, and all the time you're thinking, this should have been an email. That's because they ramble. But what they really mean can be summarized in a paragraph. Studies suggest that people who talk too fast and too much are nervous and do not really have a clear grasp on what they're saying. On the other hand, when you know what you want to say, you only need a sentence to explain how you truly feel. Such is the case for the quiet types, since they clearly value the gravity of their words. Then try to say what they need in as fewer words as possible to avoid confusion. They know that they can deliver their message in an efficient way without burying it under a mountain of jibber-jabber. 7. Comfortable with silence. Most of us think that silence is awkward, especially if you're used to being around extroverted individuals who can't seem to stop talking and whose energy level is always keyed up. Around the quiet types, however, you need to train yourself to be used to silence. This does not necessarily mean that they don't enjoy your company. They just are that comfortable with silence. They don't feel the urge to fill the silence with any noise. They're mostly enjoying their thoughts or preoccupied with something else entirely. That's okay. They prefer to observe and be a spectator instead of trying to get the spotlight all the time. They learn more this way than by talking. 8. Better at concentration. Concentration is key to success. The ability to focus on a goal over prolonged periods of time is an ability not a lot of us have. Silent people are great at this. Unlike most who feel restless when they stay quiet over a long time, silence is a luxury for the quiet types. As a matter of fact, it helps them focus and concentrate, giving them more freedom to think clearly. They have a knack for tuning out mindless background noise and give all their attention to the task at hand. They are so used to maintaining silence, they have the capacity to key in only to the most beneficial information. They have better concentration and they do not get easily distracted, either by external noise or their own internal distracting thoughts. 9. Wise. Silence gives you the freedom to listen more to other people and to yourself. It gives you the power to think and concentrate much better, making you a better decision maker. Since staying quiet gives you more time to think and mull over a problem, you get to learn more not just about the task at hand or the people around you, you also learn more about yourself. You become better at deciding who to talk to when you need help since you've been observing the people around you. You know who you can talk to about certain issues and who's best equipped to deal with it. You're wiser and more thoughtful even when it comes to approaching certain issues. 10. They work well under pressure. As we've said, silent people are great at concentrating. When they mess up and have to fix it, they don't panic. They can focus on the next step and avoid drama to do what's necessary to solve the problem. Even in a highly tensed environment, they can function well and perform better than others. Since they're so used to tuning out useless noise, both within and without, they have the unique ability of doing great things even under pressure. They don't lose the drive, the focus, or their calm even under tight deadlines. Quite the opposite, actually. They do more or sometimes they pick up the slack of others who don't thrive under pressure. 11. Self-aware. Silence is the best environment for introspection. You can be more aware of your own inner thoughts and check in on yourself and how you're doing when you cherish silence. Knowing who you are, what you can do, your strengths, and most especially your weaknesses is something that everyone must explore, but most people deem useless. Being self-aware is an advantage because you know exactly who you are. You can work on your weaknesses and be better at them. You're more in tune with your principles, your values when you know what kind of person you are and want to be. Silence allows you to have quiet time, even when you're surrounded by people. 12. Trustworthy. Silent people are by virtue more trustworthy simply because they know when to speak and when not to. It's great to be good friends with a quiet person because they understand the value of words and how it can affect situations and individuals either positively or negatively. They know exactly just how much information to share to whom, where, and only when the situation calls for it. Don't overlook the quiet types. There's a reason why there are those we describe as silent but deadly. There's so much value that can be gained from silence. A quiet kind of power is more enduring if you ask me. There is an incomparable resilience to quiet people that loud individuals can't copy. While most of us are too busy talking our way through life, silent people are truly succeeding and winning the game, and you just don't know it. Don't dismiss them too soon. If you enjoyed this video, take a look at our other ones. You might find them enjoyable too. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and tap the notification button. See you soon.